Check 1 2, check 1 2. This is AGTV. Now, y'all remember Kadafi's mom, Yaasmyn Fula, called out Napoleon, claiming that Napoleon helped cover up the murder of Kadafi. That video is up on my channel. Here's a link to watch that. Napoleon's brother decided to chime in, and this was his response.
Yaasmyn, I understand you're still hurt over your son's death by the hands of my cousin who was a juvenile at the time. He was under the influence of drugs that your son introduced him to. Why don't you tell the people that your son introduced a juvenile to drugs? I understand that you are hurt and bitter because you don't want to believe that Yak's death was an accident. I don't blame you for feeling the way you do. That's your right, but you can't force everyone to believe your narrative. We sat down with our cousin and he told us the story personally, what happened, so this is why we believe it was an accident. But at the end of the day, only Allah and rder knows the truth. But you need to stop disrespecting my brother with your lies. You are upset because my brother don't want to believe Yak's death was intentional. As a mother, I understand how you feel, but you need to stop lying on my brother before I start taking personal shots at you. I have a social media platform as well. You mentioned my brother is looking for attention, but all I'm seeing is you looking for sympathy on social media from people you don't even know. That's a low life if you ask me. Me and my brothers witnessed our parents' murder and became orphans. We raised ourselves and children. Me and my brother is success story. No low lives over here. We are resilient. You don't see us hanging on corners, dealing drugs or using drugs. We are good people who overcame obstacles. So watch your mouth. You speak about my brother.
Also, Napoleon said this.
First of all, I don't make a penny off of anything that has to do with Tupac, our music. I gave up my royalties since I'm no longer involved in music. Secondly, after the death of Kadafi, when I was involved in music, you were accepting payments from me and the rest of the outlaws. You wasn't accusing me of covering up anything, but as soon as the payment stopped, you came up with this whole idea of a cover-up, which seems you're using this language looking to sell books and documentaries. How is it a cover? Up when the person who killed Kadafi admitted he pulled the trigger to the police and the judge. How is it a cover-up when the person who killed Kadafi was found guilty and sentenced to prison for the incident? How am I covering up anything when I went against my entire family when I told my cousin he has to turn himself in to the police for his killing of Kadafi? All this information you're putting in the book and documentary has already been present in the courthouse. This isn't nothing new, but I guess if you fool the fans by making them think it's a cover-up, you will sell more. For a fact, I had nothing to do with what happened to your son. You mentioned my name more than the actual person who pulled the trigger, so I'm not sure what your agenda is. I sleep peaceful at night, knowing I had no involvement with the death of Yak, and that I did my part by making my cousin turn himself into the police for what he's done.
What are your thoughts? Comment below. Peace.